Here's another visual of the front. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Alex comes for you? You're a winners. I think you're in gear.
I was trying to build some boost. It's too early.
It's still cold.
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember. I think I've been in here once. Alex, I'm gonna do a little interview of you and your SQ8. What year is this?
SQ7 2020.
SQ7. Is there a SQ8?
Yeah.
Okay, it's bigger.
No, just 2 rows instead of 3 rows.
Okay.
Sportback has that sportback look.
Yeah. You have downpipes in this and then stock exhaust?
Catless downpipes, BMC filter, just a high flow filter.
Intake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have those. They're a good brand.
Yes. And that's it. No tune.
No tune, stock tune?
ECU tune removed for now. Had to do some warranty work.
Is there a way to trick the ECU from throwing a code for no cats?
Yeah. Just waiting on a spacer. It's
You-
90-degree elbow.
So that's all it takes?
And that's it, yeah.
I know people do that on the Beamers as well that don't want to flash a tune.
I feel like it depends on what car, the way the flow goes. It's been tested on the SQ7, or at least the EA 825 motor, which is this one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm just gonna get it done.
What's the engine in this again? That comes in everything else as
4-liter twin turbo V8. It comes in the SQ7, SQ8, RSQ8, Bentley Bentayga, and Urus. Same everything.
I thought the old Bentayga came with like a 12.
W12 and V8.
Okay. I've driven the 12. I remember a long time,
Yeah.
years ago. It's like a spaceship. It sounds pretty mean, even with the stock exhaust.
Oh yeah. Well,
Interesting.
actually, there's not much restrictions on these exhausts. So as soon as you do the catless downpipes, this thing is just a screamer. Like you can't avoid it.
What's the stock?
Only way to avoid it is high flow cats. That's it. There's literally the cats, the resonator, or like the center resonator, and then a muffler. And they're pretty wide open. There's no they're not restricted like other cars. So as soon as you get rid of the cats completely, like what I did, it's just nasty.
What's the stock horsepower?
507.
It's pretty good.
Or like 500, I think. Oh, like 500.
Yeah. And then I'm sure with the tune, it's like 100 easily.
Yeah.
100 plus.
Depends on the octane. Some people, if you have 93, you're able to go all the way to like 650. I would say close to 700. And then
It's always fuel limited.
Yeah, if you do like some higher octane, I guess, gas, people are breaking 730, 740, 750. I mean, they're right there.
And
Like
good.
on E40,
Yeah.
you can do like some real crazy numbers.
Good traction with the all-wheel drive.
Actually,
So
I mean, we'll do a pull. I'll show you
once
on
it
stock
warms up.
file. Yeah, this thing is pretty nice for what it is.
I actually launched the X5M today just for fun for a video, and it's so snappy. Like it's very comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Like 0 to 60 in 4
This one's
seconds.
aggressive when it's.
Yeah, I like more aggressive. That's why I'm ordering downpipe soon, because I want it to sound like an M car. Right now it's very muffled.
Yeah.
But I definitely see why people buy, the sporty SUVs, because you sit up high, you're comfortable, and then the performance is pretty much of those sedans and wagons.
I mean, yeah. The only thing you're lacking is corners, like the heavy top, heavy car in general.
Yeah.
It sucks. But besides that, it's not like it's a family car, but it's a very fast family car. Which...
Have you gotten to race anybody on the freeway, etc.?
I don't know.
Not much.
I want to say probably like an F80 on a stage 2, but that was pretty easy too. If you had hybrid turbos, I guess it would be pretty hard. Actually, no. The only car I did race was E60 M5.
V10?
Full exhaust, yeah.
That's 500 stock.
500 stock. I think he would have roughly about 550, 560 with that solid tune from RK. And then with exhaust, I mean, I don't know, maybe all 600. Who knows? I'm not trying to like throw some random numbers, but I was pulling on him pretty good. So I want to say I was 2-3 cars ahead of him pretty easily. Something
that's what I'm not used to is how low this dash is. It's kind of like at my chest level.
Oh yeah.
Some cars you sit in and the dash kind of dips down in there. This one's nice and straight.
See through.
Yeah, you could sunbathe on there.
Yeah. But also just replace the windshield, so I still haven't put my dash cam here. And it usually has a tint. I like my tints.
23s. They look great. They fill the arches.
Well, actually, yeah, let me show you. I have a module, so when I put it in dynamic,
it lowers
all the way to the tire.
Okay.
This is already lowered.
Okay.
I can control it.
Will it stay lowered when you shut off the car?
You can drive it. Oh no. Oh yeah. So I'll leave it lowered. You'll see. So eventually it's gonna up the front and back.
I see it. That's very low.
Oh, that's gonna go lower.
But no rubbing.
I can drive like this, but nothing too crazy. Even though it's still all the way lowered to the bump stop, I want to say there's still a lot of travel. Like I feel like it's still soft, but of course, like I'm already touching.
Yeah. It looks definitely a lot more mean.
Yeah, I mean, try it out. You'll see.
Yeah. The soft limiter will get you. It's okay. It's in all the new cars.
I'll send it back to comfort.
It definitely quiets down. There's flaps, though. There's flaps in the exhaust?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is much quieter.
Yeah. And it's in comfort mode right now. It's basing off.
I remember the S's go air suspension, but the RS's usually go back to magna ride, like the magnetic ride shocks. Not anymore?
It's gonna be, it's a different mentality nowadays.
Because I remember looking at a RS7, the guy's like, it's more reliable because it's not air suspension.
They had two options.
Yes.
Air suspension or the DRC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Air is softer.
Yeah, they have like active sway bars, stuff like that.
It's definitely a cool color, cool look. All right, we're back after grabbing some goods. Overall, it looks, what do you not like about this car, right? Everyone likes to say everything they like about everything. If someone were to buy this, what would not be the ideal buyer or ideal situation? Is there anything annoying about it? Nothing. That's good.
Honestly, can't think of anything.
Other than, like you said, right? It's still a SUV. It's not a race car.
It's not a car I will take to a car show, which I would in my other cars.
Really? I think it looks pretty car show worthy.
It looks, but I love my sedans. I love.
That lady almost crashed into you with her cart.
I'm not a Subaru guy, and I would probably take the Subaru for a car show, like some T37s.
Yeah.
I
think it's pretty car show worthy. It depends. It does depend.
I miss the Supra.
Yeah, that thing was sweet.
But no, for everything like my daily routine, how it looks like, this car is absolutely everything. Like, it truly just covers everything. It's fast. It has a rear steering, so it makes any tight cornering very easy. Like, it turns like a smaller SUV. I don't know. The only thing it doesn't have it doesn't have one package, which is the luxury package. Alcantara headliner, massage seats. That's about it. That's one thing it doesn't have.
Some of the new cars do have nice massage seats, but like older cars when they had massage seats, it's just something like something
no. This is actually like a nice massage.
Yeah, you can't even tell.
Load, strength,
sure.
Like lower the back. There's everything. So this actually makes up for it.
Are we gonna get a chance for a little rip?
Yeah,
if it clears up.
Just pull over to the side. Let everyone go.
Does it have like a launch control mode? And
yeah.
It does pretty good.
Lock at I think 3,000. Stay there, and you just let go.
That's what everyone's waiting for.
And let it rip.
That's what everyone is waiting for in this video.
Yeah. Just make some room. And just let everyone.
You weren't lying. It's pretty aggressive. It's very aggressive. It just kind of punts it. As long as there's no police officer behind us.
Yeah, we're being followed.
Oh no. Of all things. Hang a left, hang a right.
That's not nice. It's just a quick pull. We're home.
Quick pull and you've got the KA band maxing out already. What'd you do? All right. Well, now you guys know SQ7's where it's at.
And it bugs. That's one thing that pisses me off. Even when I had the
It bugs?
tune. Like there's so much power. These things create so much torque that I can never make
What do you
it
mean?
grip.
What do you mean by bugs? Like that first gear?
So, as you saw when we were like taking off, there's so much power that's being delivered throughout the front and back that as soon as it slips, it doesn't let it. It's like trying to like slip and like do a rolling burnout, but it can't. So it's like the power is being cut because it's actually gripping. And
Are there
like,
traction modes that you can shut off traction?
Everyone leaves them in comfort mode.
Okay.
Because you actually make the car squat.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. Otherwise, if it's stiff, it's like it doesn't know what tire to like.
No, it definitely kicks up.
That's
nice.
how my cousin broke his axle on his S8 Plus.
Yeah.
So.
I think axles are the number one thing in all-wheel drive cars.
Yeah.
Rear ones, most likely. That's where most of the power goes. Thank you, Alex. Let's go eat. Good thing we didn't do this after eating.